Hi everyone, this is my Red Tail Boa. Her name is Desdemona, and she's right now at about 8 months old, give or take a few days, and at 3 feet and some change. I'm not exactly sure about the weight this time. I'm going to show you here her setup. Right now she's in a 40-gallon breeder tank, which is pretty good for her size right now, and should last till about she gets probably at least 4 or 5 feet. And after that I'm gonna move her in a custom-made cage, which I haven't built yet. But as you can see, she's got her height, which is a extra large log, and she spends most of the day there. She has her digital thermometer and hydrometer, which is very important. Constant temperature and humidity is critical for the species, since they're tropical and they used to live in the jungle. Right now it's about 11 o'clock, so she's out of her height and she likes to rest comfortably underneath the heater, which is a ceramic heating element wired to a Renko thermostat, which I'm going to show you right here. I like the Renko thermostats because they're very reliable brand. They have a little screen here which shows you the temperature, where the probe is located. It has a probe with a 9-foot wire, which is rather long, and that makes it very easy for a custom setup. And like I said, she has a 75-watt light bulb right there, which is on for 12 hours a day, every day, which gives a nice day-night cycle, which is also very important for every snake to have, since that contributes to a good function of the thyroid glands, and it keeps them healthy generally. Here's another branch in her water dish, which is a large dish. Sometimes she soaks in there, takes a bath, and it just kind of helps her to feel her natural environment in a way. She's on aspen bedding, and I also almost forgot to mention, I have the tank here insulated on 2 sides with a 2-inch styrofoam that really helps keep the temperatures up. And I like to keep the front and the side next to the window here with no styrofoam, so I can observe the snake. She looks at me from the inside out of the tank, and it just feels more comfortable when she's used to seeing me move around the room. I'm not gonna handle her today because it's pretty cold here in the room. It's about 62 degrees, so I don't really want to take a chance and have her catch a cold or something, because she's so used to constant temperatures, and just such a big temperature drop will not gonna affect her in a positive way, I suppose. And also I wanna let everybody know how important it is, not to handle your snake when it's that cold, because they're very easy to catch a cold and respiratory infections, and that can progress even in pneumonia in some cases, which is very bad situation for the snake. You can see here she's waving her tongue. I know she's watching me right now, and she probably wants to be handled because she's used to being out a few times a week and handled, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. You can get a good look at her right here. That's her head. I also want to show you how I have the tank covered here. The tank is almost completely covered with a aluminum sheet in which I have two holes cut for the heated light and the regular daylight, which help keeps the humidity and the temperatures. That really saves me some money on the electric bill. And one more thing I want to show you is the humidifier here, which is a Imagine Tropic Air. I have it connected to 100-gallon air pump, and I keep it on during the day when the heat is on here in her room, and I don't really need to mist the tank when I'm using the humidifier, because it can keep the humidity levels to about 70% if I have it running with full power, which makes it very easy, to keep constant humidity levels, especially here in Massachusetts, where it's quite cold and the furnace sucks most of the humidity of the air. And as you all know, constant humidity levels between 50 and 60% are very critical for perfect shed. And with that humidifier and her current setup here, I'm having perfect sheds every 2 weeks. And I forgot to mention what I feed the snake on. I'm using small rats, frozen thawed. I don't really like feeding live food due to risk of parasites and possible injury to the snakes, and having to make constant trips to the pet shop is not very convenient for me, so I prefer feeding frozen, which takes no problem whatsoever. She has an excellent feeding response. And I thought I was gonna have some difficulty switching her from live mice to rats when I first bought her, but that wasn't the case whatsoever. She struck right away. She didn't even waste a second for her first frozen rat, and she's growing very fast on them. Like I said, she sheds about every 2 weeks, give or take a few days, which is a very fast growth rate for this boa. And that's about it for her. Hope you enjoyed this video. A lot of my friends and people on YouTube have been asking me about how my boa is doing, so here's the final video of her. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention something else, guys. I have a small water dish just in front of her height here, which I always keep with water, because sometimes snakes tend to get dehydrated during the daytime And boas, they're very big drinkers. They always like to drink, and if there's no water available nearby, they might not drink. So I always keep that little water dish just in front of her hide to provide, you know, extra drinking water when she doesn't want to make the trip all the way to her water dish, which is only 2 feet away. But anyway, it just makes it easy and keeps her hydrated. I see her drink from her small water dish all the time. So just something to keep in mind maybe in your setups. And yes, hope you enjoyed this video, and talk to you soon.